All right, what's up, everybody? It is still Thursday. I really am having a hard time remembering what day it is this week. I believe it's Thursday. And this song literally the video was released an hour ago. So, checking out some more heavy music today. I just did a baby metal song that I was expecting to be quite heavy, and it ended up not being very heavy. But I'm pretty confident this will be heavier. I'm doing the new Crown the Empire song. This song's called Dogma. It's from the album Dogma, apparently coming out in April. We'll get into it in just a minute, but before we do, a few things. Like and subscribe. I always appreciate that. I do have my coffee, as always. I'm not a professional musician. I'm not an expert. Nobody's paying me to do reviews or anything like that. So, don't read too much into what I have to say, and don't be a dick. This kind of music may not be for you. That's all right. It may not be the sort of stuff you're into. I may not do the kind of review that you're into. That's okay. But I would like us to keep it polite, kind in the comments if we can. And with that out of the way, let's get right into it. This is Dogma by Crown the Empire. By the way, I know zero Crown the Empire. I think I saw them live once, but I've never listened to them, so this will be an interesting experience for all of us. Here we go. Crown the Empire, Dogma.
Who's to blame? Saints turn to sinners and angels become astray. When the righteous and preachers determine who wins this race. I'm lost in the ocean. Tell me that it's all no kind. Push my head under the water. I pray that you'll guide my smooth and safe. Who's to blame? When shackles and bloodstains are painted inside our brains. When disciples and leaders condemn us to hide in shame. When the cycle repeats and we're forced to dig our own grave. You say to look away while you bathe in your greed. You say we must obey all of the dogma. You wanna show your face, I'll let you swallow me and take your crumbling down to the bottom. Down to the bottom. Lost in the ocean. Tell me that it's all okay. But you got those who will say. You say to look away while you bathe in your greed. You say we must obey all of the dogma. You wanna show your face, I'll let you swallow me and take you crumbling out to the bottom.
All right. That was much heavier. Still, didn't blow my doors off. But I liked it. I liked that one. Very, very clearly an I want to say anti-religion, but that's not entirely necessarily fair. It's anti very much specific kinds of religion. You got a lot of the imagery. Obviously, you got the priest, you got the the skull, right? You've got the apple representing the garden. I grew up in the church. I didn't grow up in that kind of church, but I did grow up in the church. So some of that symbology is very familiar to me. It seems like this one is influenced by Nine Inch Nails to a degree, and Sworn In to a degree. I may do some Sworn In on the channel. I've been thinking about it. I really like Sworn In. They did some very creative stuff that not a lot of bands were doing. So I think I saw Crown the Empire once. I think I saw them in concert. I can't remember because there's two bands that had very similar names. It was Crown the Empire, and then there's another one. Capture the... I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember. I think I saw them live with... Man, I can't even remember who that show was. Didn't leave much of an impression on me, clearly. My apologies. Maybe Miss May I? Anyway, the song was good. You know, the first minute and a half was mostly that it really was very Nine Inch Nails, sort of, you know, just industrial, heavily distorted. And then you got the heaviness towards the end with the guitars crashing in. It was fun. Like I said, if you have been a serious follower of this channel, which very few of you are, you will have seen how I react to certain songs. There's a song by Norma Jean that I did, the name of which I can't remember, but I was like into it. I was bouncing to that song. And this one, you know, it was good, but it didn't scratch the you've got a headbang itch, right? There are songs that just hit me where it's like I have to get into this song. And this one was good, and it was heavier than the baby metal song I did. Although I think I'm being unfair a little bit, because live, right, I'm sure this would go crazy. But I just think about, like, you know, counterparts. Counterparts stuff is crazy recorded. Like, that stuff gets me turned up. Norma Jean is the same way. Within the Ruins, right? Born of Osiris, Veil of Maya. Now, these bands are, you know, they're gent or math metal. They're a little bit maybe more specifically heavy. And because I don't know that much about Crown the Empire, they may not be a heavy above all else kind of band, right? So I don't want to be unfair. This is the one song that I would say, oh yeah, it's Crown the Empire. I recognize that. It's the only song of theirs that I've ever intentionally listened to. Again, no offense intended. There's a lot of music out there. But I liked it. The musicianship was solid. I enjoyed the visuals. I think that they did a really cool job with the video. You got the black vial with the apples. You know, you got the blood rain, all that stuff. Very metal. You know, it's always. But like, okay, not every video in a church. It's good production value. And it does allow you to sort of tap into some cultural stuff. But like, I think the goat video, it wasn't as graphic as this video at all. You know, there's no blood, there was no goat. Was there a goat? There might, well, in the title of the song. But there wasn't a ton of like overtly religious symbolism in the song. But it still, it felt more eerie to me, especially when they flip it and make it the dark red. Yeah, I liked it. I liked this song. I don't really generally give like numbers to songs. I know Fantano does. I don't really generally grade songs like this at all, but I would probably give this like a 7, right? 6.5, 7. It is not unpleasant. It's something I would happily listen to again, but you know, I would have to be in a specific mood for it to scratch that itch, because I can get heavier. I can get more technical. I can get more industrial. And, you know, I'd have to be in the right mood, I think, for this to really hit for me. But yeah, it's a good song. Certainly I can't do any of this, right? I always try to be clear. Like, this is my opinion. This is based on my taste, not based on my ability. Okay, I couldn't make this music, so I don't want to come across too much as a hater. But yeah, so that's Dogma by Crown the Empire. New album coming soon. I may do another one. I think it'd probably be fair for me to do at least one more song from them, get maybe a fuller idea of what they're about as a band. But I think I'll leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. Drink lots of water. And don't talk to cops.